Destin Daniel Cretton, the legendary director who brings heroes, heart, and emotion to the screen. Destin was born November 23, 1978, and raised in Haiku, Hawaii, on the island of Maui. He is mixed ethnicity, with his mother being Japanese American and his father Irish and Slovak. He comes from a humble family. His mother was a hairdresser and his dad worked for the fire department. They weren't very rich, so regarding his early education, his Christian mother homeschooled him. He lived in a 2-bedroom house with his 5 other siblings until he was 19. He stated that his grandparents lended him a VHS for the weekend, which he never gave back. He filmed silly skits with his siblings and kept himself entertained that way, but didn't know that he would eventually become a highly regarded director. At 19, he moved to San Diego, California to attend Point Loma Nazarene University. When I first stepped onto campus, I didn't really know what possibilities there were, really for life in general. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I'm from a small town on Maui, and my worldview was not really expanded, he said. After graduation, he moved on to work as a staff person at a group home for at-risk teenagers. He said the experience changed his perspective and made him ask more questions, not just about the people living in the foster care system, but also about the world in general. After this job, Destin went to film school at San Diego University, where he started making short films. Most notably, he created Short Term 12 based on his experiences at the facility for teenagers. It follows the young character Grace, who balances her professionalism as well as her empathy for the teens, since many of them have trauma. Destin wants to highlight struggles that people go through and want his audience to understand the characters. He makes his work authentic, as if the actors playing the characters are real. It's about groundedness, redemption, character development, family, all themes that he gravitates towards. Empathy, intimacy, and personal story is carried out by Destin in his work and in the people he surrounds himself with. In March of 2019, Destin was hired by Marvel Studios to direct a film based on Shang-Chi, titled Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. This film was Marvel's first superhero movie tentpole franchise with an Asian protagonist, which was released on September 3rd of 2021. Cretton said that he signed up to the project because he wanted to give his son a superhero to look up to. In December of 2021, Cretton signed a deal with Marvel Studios and Hulu's Onyx Collective to develop a Shang-Chi sequel and new Disney Plus MCU series. This turned out to be Wonder Man that was just released on January 27th of 2026, which was a new, refreshing, and heartfelt series that is different than a typical superhero genre that poked fun at Hollywood. It focuses on character development, friendship, and family of the protagonist Simon Williams. Marvel fans get another treat since he is directing Spider-Man Brand New Day that features other heroes such as Hulk and Punisher, set to release on July 31st of 2026. It's focused on Spider-Man and a grounded street-level story, thus again making this a more personal film. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings revolves around the protagonist Shang-Chi, played by Simu Liu, a skilled martial artist who left the Ten Rings organization that consisted of brutal training under his father Wenwu. However, Shang-Chi is forced to confront his family's past and reconcile with his grief and identity after the Ten Rings resurface. This film revolves around many themes, including loss, family, grief, and relationships. Destin allowed this film to capture the audience's emotion through the music, story, characters, and all the cultural details. He focuses on redemption and self-acceptance as the center of the film, allowing the audience to relate to Shang-Chi in some way. Destin states, "But the most gratifying thing for me is when I sit back in the back of the room and watch people laugh, cry, and project themselves to the characters and the story in a very real way." This film was thrilling, emotional, exciting, with beautiful choreography, visuals, and implementation of the Chinese culture. He wanted to show off this culture in a modern light, with authenticity when he implemented Chinese dialogue, architectural style, mythology, and even the food. Instead of over-the-top CGI and weapon fight scenes, he decided to showcase mosaic martial arts style that combined Tai Chi, Wing Chun, and many others by hiring Jackie Chan's stunt team. This created fluid and appealing fight scenes that combine both fighting styles of Shang-Chi's mother and father, showing that he is a representation of both. The Asian American audience loved this film and related to specific moments. Destin wanted to show off this community and create a film where they are recognized and represented to show that they are powerful, relatable, and most importantly human. He currently has 37 award wins and 32 nominations for his work. I guess you could say that it was his destiny.